Doctor, doctor, give me the news. I got a Sprinter van that's blowing a fuse.
Hey, what's up guys? Sprinter Doctor here. Do you need to replace the auxiliary battery in your Sprinter, or otherwise referred to as the emergency P battery? Or if you have a 2020 or newer, you're going to have a Park Pawl Capacitor. If so, I'm going to walk you through how to do that, and also I'm going to go over a few pointers on how to test and recharge the emergency P battery. Okay, so if you have a Park Pawl Capacitor, you can't recharge that. There's no bench testing methods available in the service information, so you just have to replace that if that goes bad. And so I have here a emergency P battery. Just want to show you what it looks like. This is what you're going to be looking for. This is mounted under the driver's seat, in the driver's seat base. All right, and the way you're going to test this is with a voltmeter. You remove the battery, you're going to test it. This battery measures 8.71 volts. So this battery is no good. We need to replace this battery. All right, here I have a new auxiliary battery. Part number is N followed by 8 zeros and 9504. So that's going to be a part number for your emergency P battery or auxiliary battery. All right, so if I test this battery, this is a new battery that I got out of parts, and this battery tests at 12.88 volts. So this battery is a good battery. All right. Now, if your P battery or auxiliary battery tests below 12.8 volts but above 11.5 volts, you can recharge it. And the way you're going to recharge that is with a voltage limited charging source that's limited to 13.8 volts. Charge that for 2.5 hours, and that should get you where you need to be. Or if you want to charge that P battery in the installed state, you can hook up a charger to the jump point under the hood. You want to have that voltage at least 14 volts, and you're going to charge that for 5 hours to get that P battery charged back up. All right, and if it's below 11.5 volts on that P battery, you just need to replace it. It's no good. If you have a 2020 or newer, you're going to have a Park Pawl Capacitor. I've got one here. I just want to show you the difference in the Park Pawl Capacitor. And the part number for this Park Pawl Capacitor is 205 905 3414. All right, and this is what your Park Pawl Capacitor looks like. All right, so you've got that connector on the end right there, and that's a different design. All right, so I'm going to walk you through how to replace that, how to access that P battery. So let's get started. All right, this vehicle is a 2021, and it has the swivel seat base, and it does have a skirt around the seat base because it is a motorhome. So what we're going to do is we got to get these mounting bolts out. So I'm going to take and swivel the seat just like this, so I can get to this back bolt here, and then I can access this bolt to remove these. These are going to be E12 bolts, so let's get these bolts out. All right, now for the other side, I'm gonna need a short extension. So got that short extension on there. We'll come over here. We got this bolt right here. Okay, now that we have that bolt out, I'm going to need to swivel the seat back around the other way. So I'm going to move the seat up a little bit. Now I'm going to swivel it around the other way. Just grab that release lever, spin it around that way. That should give me access to that right rear bolt over there. I'm going to go in over by the sliding door to access it. All right. Okay, here's our right rear mounting bolt. Okay. Now I'm going to swivel the seat back around straight ahead. All right. Now what I can do is I can tilt the seat over to the right. I'm going to get a bungee cord, hook it to the seat right here, and then I can secure the seat up, tilt it up out of my way so I can access that battery. Okay, I'm going to move the seat back. Move the backrest forward. All right, now I'm going to carefully tilt the seat up. And tie it with a bungee cord so it will stay tilted up like this. Okay, as you can see, I've got a bungee cord just to hold the seat tilted up. And now I just need to pull this little skirt up and pull the cover. Just going to push that back out of the way. Pull this little styrofoam cover up. And if you look right down back here, there is the Park Pawl Capacitor. All right. You've got these plastic tabs. You just pull them to the side. Comes right up out of there like so. You've got this little tab right here. Pull that little white tab up. You can use your thumbnail or you can use a pocket screwdriver. I'm doing this one-handed so I can do my camera phone to show you. Alright, got it unplugged. Now you're just going to plug the new one up. Push the little lock down and put it back down in its little cubby hole and snap it down in there. Alright, now you're good to go. And if you have an auxiliary P battery, it's just going to be the same, only you just have those two flat spade terminals to unplug and plug back up, and the process is the same. Alright, so I'm just going to put my seat back down and bolt it back up. Just get my little styrofoam piece put back in. Put the skirt back down if you have the skirt. Try to get all your bolt holes lined up. Alright, I'm going to take my bungee cord loose. Let the seat back down. All right. And I'm going to get one bolt started at a time. Sorry about that. See, I'm getting my skirt lined up where the hole is lined up with the bolt hole, and get the seat lined up on this corner. I always start these bolts by hand. Don't ever start these with a power tool, because they're very easy to cross thread. All right, so I got this one. Now I'm gonna just go back and see on these holes, they're kind of hard to line up because you got that skirt on this one, but you just have to pull that skirt around, get that hole lined up the best you can. Get these bolts started by hand. I recommend going at least 2 or 3 full turns, and then you can use your power ratchet or whatever power tool you might be using to tighten it down. But first, get all 4 bolts started in there. Okay, here's our right front bolt. See, I'm just going to pull that skirt around until I get the hole lined up. Okay, got that going in quite a few turns by hand, so now it's safe to go ahead and use a power tool. All right, so but one last bolt to get started by hand. I'm going to twist it on around, and here, let's get this back one. I'm going to go around and get behind the seat to do this one. Okay. All right. As you can see, the skirt needs to be lined up. So I'm just going to pull that over. Get it lined up the best I can. Get my bolt. Started by hand there. All right, now I can use my ratchet. Okay. All right, I swiveled it back around so I can access this right front bolt. Now I'm gonna go back around to the other side. All right. Seat bolts torqued to 39 Newton meters. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching.